Guys, welcome to another video of this channel. So today we're going to be talking about Tutlo, which is a teaching platform where basically people can teach English online and especially working at home to students all over the world, right? So it is basically one of those platforms. Now, before I go any further, it is important to let you know that I do not work for Tutlo and I've never applied on this platform. But again, I'm just going to do a review based on the insights of other people. Now, before you apply, it is important to note that Tutlo is basically not available for everybody. It is only available to specific countries. They prefer mostly native countries like maybe the UK, the US, and all those kind of things. And they do have certain dialects of English that they need you to have, and I'm actually going to show you later on this video. Now, what Tutlo offers, like Tutlo basically offers a bunch of things. The first thing is that it offers you convenience. So you're able to work at any time, at any way. That is very important, especially for people that are doing freelancing like myself and have other things that we do. And they also offer a scholarship, which is a TEFL scholarship. That is Teach English as a First Language, kind of a scholarship to get a certificate for that. So there's a certificate for that. So you need this in order to be able to participate on this platform. Now, the third thing is that they provide the lesson material. So you don't need to do the lesson material yourself or write anything. They provide all that stuff for you. All you need is to be able to teach using that material. The last and the fourth thing is that they provide an opportunity for personal and professional development. That is, they give you the skills through the TEFL training, and basically you get a certificate through that. So they do offer these trainings. So another thing to note is that to get a TEFL certificate, you ought to attend a certain program. But there are these kind of online platforms that teach you on this certificate, and you have to pay certain amounts of money so that you can get this certificate. So this is very, very, very important. Now, I did a little bit of research on Tutlo, and it has 4.4 stars out of what? 3,733 reviews, which is nice. And you can actually read also the reviews like this one that was created by this AI, which basically summarize all the reviews, but from the negative ones to the positive ones, and then come up with an overall summary on how people basically feel about this platform. And you can actually read some of these reviews by yourself and kind of get like an insight. And another thing to take note of is that they do kind of reply to different queries and stuff. Maybe people complain about certain things. They do respond to that, which is very, very important in terms of transparency. So what are the requirements for anyone to work on Tutlo? So first things first, they need native speakers, as I've said, for the English language, either from the US, the UK, Ireland, Australia, New Zealand, and Canada. So you are supposed to be a native speaker from these countries. 2, they need you to have like a TEFL certificate. But if you don't have it, they provide the scholarship, like the trainings for that. And the good thing is that if you do a TEFL scholarship on their platform, you are likely to get accepted. So that is another requisite. And the third thing is that they need you to have at least a minimum of 6 months teaching experience, teaching English as a first language. So you can maybe get that offline, online, or basically maybe private tutors, or even volunteer programs. And the fourth thing is that they need you to be at least 18 years of age in order to qualify. And the fifth thing is that they need you to have an internet speed that has at least 5 megabytes per second for both the uploading and downloading. Now, the main purpose for this is that since you'll be conducting the lessons on video conferencing programs like Zoom, Microsoft Teams, something like that, and all these other video platforms, you ought to have a better internet speed since you'll be doing video calls most of the time, right? So that is why they need this. And lastly, but not least, you have to be a good conversationalist. That is, you must be able to communicate with people, but since you'll be communicating with students, so you have to be good at conducting conversations. This is a very important requirement, and it is actually at the end of the day your measure, or like a measure of your success. So in terms of the stats, right now this platform has been around for some time, but not a long time, but long enough. So they have been on the business for about 7+ years, and they currently have 1,000 active tutors, English teachers, and they also have 60 original courses, and also lastly they have 30,000 active students. So that's a lot. And in order to apply for Tutlo, you need to come to this form right here, and you can actually do this by visiting this link right here, and it will land you here. Now if you are here, or when you arrive in this page, you simply put your first name, your last name, your email address, your phone number, your ID, the WeChat number, country of origin, where you live, the languages that you speak, and you also need to upload the screenshot mostly for the internet speed. If you have it, I think upload like a speed test or something like that, like a link rather will direct you to that. And you should also upload your CV, your TEFL certificate, or other certificates or teaching certificates as well that are related to English teaching, and also the introduction video, like video of yourself talking and introducing yourself. And once you're done, you come to submit right here. That will be all. Now, to learn more about Tutlo, you can always come to their FAQs right here. Here you will get answers to the most frequently asked questions, or most commonly asked questions, like how can I benefit from Tutlo? You have your answer right here. Like how will I be guided on how to conduct classes? We have your answer right here. Like how am I getting paid? You get your answer right here. And as you can see, they've mentioned PayPal as a preferred method of payment, which is very, very nice. And if you need to ask further questions, or have basically custom questions, unique questions that you need to ask the management, you can always come to their email right here and send them a message. So that is another option. And another interesting thing that I saw, especially when I was reading these reviews, is that there seem to be some tutors from other countries except from the mentioned ones. For example, there's this person, I think it's DE or Denmark, I don't know what the country is. They also have their own experience here, but I think the most interesting one is this one about Charlie, who is from Set A, which is South Africa. I think I recognized by the initials. And they said, I've been happy with my experience of working as a tutor with Tutlo. The platform is user-friendly and helpful, and the lesson materials are fun and engaging. I enjoyed the time I spent with my students, and the interaction and I've had with the Tutlo support staff has been pleasant and professional. So, which means that acceptability is not only limited to those mentioned countries, which means you can actually work from these parts of the world, but you need to have at least some sort of native background, from either Canada, England, UK, the US, and so on. So these are people from different countries. So on that, I don't know in terms of like the kind of tutors they take from. It seems that they're around the globe. As long as they can speak English, I think it's fine. So guys, that's all about Tutlo. And again, thank you for watching this video. And until then, see you in the next video.